Hello there everybody and welcome to this week's video, and what a week it's been for me on this channel. I'll give you some more of that news coming shortly. This week we are going to look at Portal and the new game rotation that's been offered. We'll take a little bit of a look at some gameplay. You can see some going on in the background. We'll talk about the mods that are on offer, and we will talk about some other things as we go along as well. I'd just like to say thanks to all of my new subscribers that have joined me over the last few weeks, and thank you to my older ones who have stuck with me on this journey that I'm going on currently. I have just cracked 600 subscribers. It's been hovering below 600 for quite some time, and I do think the news this week has given me a little bit of a boost, and I can now begin to work towards that 1,000 subscribers that I would really like to hit before the end of this year. Just to let you know, I am still working on some tutorials. I'm working on a few different little projects at the moment. Got some small tutorials coming along soon to help those people who are really struggling and not really getting their feet off the ground with the Portal editor. Hopefully I can give you a little bit of a lift up as well. Got a couple of big projects coming along as well. They obviously take a lot more time to develop, but they will be coming along as the weeks and months pass. If there is anything that you would like me to cover, if there's anything that you're unsure about, if there's any little tips, tricks, rules that you'd like me to look at particularly, things that you'd like to know a little bit more about, please drop them in the comments and I'll have a look at them, and we will see which ones we can get squeezed into the channel over the coming weeks. Right then, without further ado, let's have a look at these new game modes that are available in Portal this week. So here we are in the main Portal screen. You can see if we work from right to left, we have Rush back again this week. This time it's Battlefield Bad Company 2 Rush. We'll run through a little bit of that later on. I love Rush, fantastic game mode. Then in the middle we've got Gun Roulette making a return. Gun Roulette seems to be very popular at the moment. And then on the left hand side, of course, you've got my game mode, which is Bounty Hunter. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that and give you some information about it later on in the video. If we just start ourselves off with the Bad Company 2 Rush game mode. Rush is my favourite game mode on Battlefield 2042. I really do think that it's a highlight of 2042, always been a highlight. I also really like Frontlines. I'd like to see that, but I don't think we're ever going to see that in the meantime. Rush is here, and it's pretty much here to stay given its popularity, I think. We just go through a rotation of different eras, really. So in this case, it's Battlefield Bad Company 2. Had a little go on that last night. That was fantastic as well. Shame we got rid of Rush, SMG Rush. Like to see that one come back. Really like the SMGs, close quarters combat. I think a lot of us are hankering really for a little bit of close combat in Battlefield 2042. That gives most of us our little fix every week. SMG Rush was brilliant. Love to see that come back. So next on the list we've got Gun Roulette. That keeps going through on the rotation. Gun Roulette is just a basic game mode, a bit like Team Deathmatch, only in this case the guns rotate every 60 seconds and you get a new gun to experience. Again, played it last night. I find it a little bit unsettling, I have to say, every time my gun rotates. I just get used to one gun and then I get another one. I suppose that's the point of the entire game mode. But yeah, Gun Roulette, pretty interesting game mode as well. And then last but not least, I think I've been warming up to this, haven't I? We've got the Bounty Hunter mode. This was a mode that was inspired by something that I created. We had a go on it last night. The ripple effect version of the Bounty Hunter mode is really good, nice and simple. Full servers nearly all day, which was great to see. It's a free-for-all experience. I have had a few requests to have a squad version of this. I think it might be quite nice to put that forward to ripple effect. I think a team deathmatch version of Bounty Hunter might be a good idea. So I originally created the mode to help with a tutorial that I was working on, and I did actually do the first part of that video. However, just at the same time, the Portal Jam 1 competition came up over on the bfportal.gg website. And if you're not aware of the bfportal.gg website, I can highly recommend it as a website to visit. It's got lots of game modes that have been created by small creators like me with the experience codes. And in quite a lot of the cases, the little playground IDs that you need to edit the code yourself as well is available. These are a fantastic group of small creators who keep creating these little unique and fantastic game modes for Portal. And if you head on over to the bfportal.gg website, you can find lots and lots of different game modes for you to try out if you're looking for something different. You don't want to stick to what is being offered through the standard Portal connection. This is the great thing about Portal, really, isn't it? And this is the way that we felt that it would always go. And maybe in time, in future Battlefields, we'll see more of this kind of creativity come to the fore. Anyway, I entered the game mode into the Portal Jam 1 competition. We're all on Portal Jam 2, and unfortunately I didn't win. As you can see, 2 game modes came out as winners on the Portal Jam competition. Not my mode, as I say, unfortunately, but 2 fantastic modes. We had the Formula S game mode, which was rated the most polished game mode. I do recommend that you go and check that out, it's fantastic. And they have done a little video that goes alongside it that explains how that works. If you want to go and check that out, please do, it's fantastic. And then we also have the tethered game mode that won the most innovative game mode, and I also recommend that you check that out. You can see the little codes at the bottom for it to give it a go. They also included a fantastic little experience video to give you some explanation of how the game mode works. So now here we are back in the Bounty Hunter game mode. As I say, it started off as a little bit of a tutorial. The game mode's quite simple. It is a free-for-all game mode, but rather than the win being based on the number of kills you achieve, it is based on the number of points you score. In the mode that Ripple Effect have put together for you, the win is achieved by getting 500 points, with the novel twist being that it counts your kill streaks, and once you hit a kill streak of 3, you will have a bounty on your head, and that basically means that you get more points for killing other players when you are the bounty, and they get significantly more points for killing you when you are the bounty. I called it my anti-camper mode, really, because there is no way you can sit still for any long period of time in this particular game mode. Once you hit a kill streak of 3, you're going to be highlighted on the map, and everybody in the map is going to want to come for you. It was designed really to be a very quick game, designed it for friends to play together, and I have noticed that a lot of people are playing, and I really hope that they are enjoying it. With all that being said, I had hidden the tutorial video. As I entered the Portal Jam competition, I didn't want it to interfere with what was going on with Portal Jam. I think in the next day or so I'm going to release that video and finish off the tutorial. I only did part 1 because there's some really cool techniques in that tutorial. I'm going to put up the experience code now for the original version that I put together of the Bounty Hunter, so that you can give it a go if you want to. I'm also going to put into the code the Playground ID so that you can get access to that as well, so you can have a look at what my original version was like. It's not exactly the same as Ripple Effects version that they put together, hence the reason why it says inspired by. Mine wasn't heavily play tested, and I do know that there were some alterations in the transferring over from my version to Ripple Effects version. I'm happy with that. It was great. The game mode itself works fantastically. I have had some requests for a squad based version of the game mode. I think that that would be absolutely fantastic, and if anyone from Ripple Effects is watching my video at the moment, yeah, I've had quite a few requests for a squad based version. I think that would be fantastic. I could probably alter mine to be a squad based version, and if that doesn't come about from Ripple Effects, I'll tell you what, I will create a version of it that's based on squads for everyone to have a go at. It won't be the same as the official experience, but there you go. Well, that brings me to the end of this video. I am going to release the tutorial for the Bounty Hunter mode. It is one of my older tutorials, so it's I think it's several months old now, so it's not one of my newer videos. I will do the second part of it. I will update the second part and finish off for everyone so that you can see what we were working on and what the original mode was intended to be like. You can compare it with the official mode that has been released from Ripple Effects. See what you think. So that's it from me for this video. More tutorials coming soon. Please, if you haven't subscribed already, please do consider clicking the subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Still working towards those 1,000 subscribers and working hard to keep the Portal experiences alive and bring you more tutorials. If there's anything you'd like me to cover in the future, please remember, just drop it in the comments down below. I am always reading the comments, as you know. I do try to reply to as many as I can do. As I get more subscribers, that becomes more difficult, but I do try to go through all of the comments and reply to as many as is possible. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and thank you so much for the support that you've given me over the last few months as I've been working on these game modes and these tutorials. The most mind-blowing thing has been watching people play my game mode and enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully there's more to come from me in the weeks and months to come. Maybe I'll get another mode featured, you never know. I've just got to come up with a good idea. Until next time, take care everyone. See you later.